Hey everybody, it's Anthony Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for another Why You Know review, where I deliver unto you a gauntlet of short, brief opinions on a series of albums that I didn't get a chance to review in a full-length review in the past 30 days or so. This one is for January, and I figured I would get this one out before the month is completely over, and this is a part of the new format that we're doing where it's like a bunch of videos that I shot sort of in front of a green screen that I placed up first on Twitter. Twitter name up here at the Needle Drop. Follow me over there, please. And without any further ado, here is the Why You Know review. Enjoy. Newsflash, I'm gonna die having never been an AFI fan, and that's totally fine. That's totally fine. No reason for me to make that jump if I don't feel like making that jump, especially since I think a lot of their early punk releases were not that great, and the more alternative and somewhat dark gothy, mall gothy releases they would come out with afterwards didn't really win me over either. And their last record, Burials, was one of my least favorite albums of that year when it had dropped. This new record, though, is not really that bad. It's not the bland, washed-out alternative pop rock that Burials was. This is actually a little more energetic, a little more throttling, a little more exciting. So if you're looking for some pop punk with a somewhat dark edge, a little eyeliner, and some kind of clean production, then give this thing a shot. Not really for me, but I see the appeal in it, for sure. Why? Boring. Album boring. No memorable songs or personality. Sleepy. Finally made the time to sit down and give this thing an in-depth listen, and I don't know, man. I mean, while some of the funky rhythms and the drum machine beats that are kind of loud and punchy and compressed, they're still there. I feel like Civic's embrace of atmosphere and reverb and some really weird glossy synthesizers have kind of taken the punch away from their sound. You know, it's not as visceral, it's not as exciting, it's not as hard-hitting. While in a sense it is more dynamic, I guess they wanted to make a sound that had a little more body to it, not as much meat and potatoes as was the case on their debut Rules album. I feel like the end result here is just kind of a little underwhelming. Here comes Kidz Bop again, fixing the pop music industry's numerous, countless, unrelenting mistakes. Honestly, I've never heard a rendition of 24 Karat Magic performed with so much conviction. Same goes for their rendition of Charlie Puth's We Don't Talk Anymore. As I'm listening to the song, my heart breaks because it feels like they're really not talking anymore. I think music in general would just be a lot better if we took by Kidz Bop's example. If we just let them shine a light and show the way, then maybe we'd actually get like a good pop record for once, you know? Okay, Pizza and Cunnilingus both give me heartburn, maybe the lyric of the year, but this thing is so terribly tuneless and awkward and unlistenable. It's like every cliched stereotype of experimental indie music from the 2000s just relentlessly delivered non-stop for the duration of an entire album, and it's a Bones tape. It's a Bones tape. I don't know, but between this and the Hyperion EP and Yigher that dropped not too long ago, I can't help but feel like even though these releases all have their moments, the original appeal of Krallice has kind of been lost, and without it even being formally announced, it's like they've become a completely different band. Like the triumphant melodies, the tension-building chord progressions, have all kind of been thrown completely out the window. And the black metal influence, too. And the band has essentially become another hyper-technical, dense, and somewhat noodly Colin Marston project, which, I mean, he has so many already to mention. If I wanted to hear something like this, I would rather just listen to Behold the Octopus, because they take this sound, this level of technical ability down to such an extreme that it's like mind-blowing. This to me sort of seems a little middle of the road in comparison with other Marston projects, because now it's kind of falling more in line with some of what he's already recorded in the past with other bands, with other projects. So, I don't know. I mean, while I don't mind this, it's not really what I go to Krallice to hear, I guess. And, maybe the American side of atmospheric black metal has sort of had its day in the sun, and bands and artists are no longer that interested in pursuing it. Maybe fans as well. So this is a part of a natural progression, I guess. But I'm not really as enthused about this new evolution of the band, I guess. Oh, I can't believe this exists. So these guys are writing tracks that sound like Drake. They sound like Drake clones. They're totally ripping off tons of ideas from the Drake songbook, from the Drake playbook. But then you look into the lyrics, and there's all these like subtle but also very obvious nods toward Christianity. They're like Drake clone, doughy Christian bros that are trying to bring you the message of God through the sound of Drake. And it is hilarious. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Personally, I'm not really crazy about it, but if you're looking for a very chill, semi-ambient collection of very serene electronic beats with kind of a mix of synthetic and acoustic sounds that come off very pretty much of the time, though I wouldn't say it's like urgent. I wouldn't say it's the kind of music that really pushes itself to the forefront of your mind, kind of falls into the background, but it's very beautiful background, I guess. Occasional string section and vocal guests here and there to sort of break things up and add some variety, but to me it's really just kind of the constant, it's wallpaper, it's just kind of atmospheric, and it's not really all that demanding. That kind of turns me off a little bit. But for those of you who are, again, and there are a lot of you, who are looking for that really relaxing, sort of serene experience with your electronic music, give this thing a listen. Hey, this is a pretty cool art pop album from 2016 that slipped through the cracks for me, but it's cool, so give it a try. Why do I have to beg you to try it? What do I need to do? Just start listing artists that you might like to? Bjork, Holly Herndon, freaking Laurie Anderson. Just give it a try. It's pretty good. Oh, I wanted to like this so much because it sounded so hard and heavy and noisy and aggressive. It's definitely got some strong old school industrial and noise rock influences going on, but compositionally, vocally, there's nothing really memorable about it. It's just kind of like this aggressive blur. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Keep it up, Sartorius. Keep mixing Frere Jacques with some real trap shit, and you'll see what happens. Matty B is gonna come by and put you in the dirt, boy. Matty B has got this. Matty B runs this game. He's running it, and this is Matty B's world, and you're living in it.
It's okay, this mixtape's kinda okay, it's okay. I don't really see the big deal, it's okay. This mixtape's kinda okay, it's okay. I don't think we'll listen in a year, it's okay. This mixtape's kinda okay. may. It's okay, I don't really see the big deal. It's okay, this mixtape's kinda okay. It's okay, we probably won't remember it in a year.
He's kind of bringing it back old school, that old school ambient sound, but, you know, it's whether or not it's needed in 2016, I'm not really sure. I guess that's up for the listener to decide. Position, and there we have the latest episode of the Why You Know Review. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm sure there's a playlist linked next to my head right now where you can check out other Why You Know reviews that we have put out in the recent past, or maybe even the distant past. You're the best. I believe in you. Have a nice day. Forever.